Number 3, and finally, notice this verse. He says, commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will act. Now, again, I believe this is all statements God is using to describe what it means to do good. He says, first of all, befriend faithfulness. Then he says, delight yourself in the Lord. And now he's saying, commit your way to the Lord. This is what we've got to do. What does this mean? The word commit means, in the Hebrew, it is actually a word picture of rolling something. Rolling a big rock. Rolling some big obstacle and rolling it over. So that's what the word commit means. The word way means a well-trodden path. A well-trodden path. So when you put the two words together and you put it back into the context of what God is saying, here's the idea. God is saying what He wants us to do is to commit to roll our well-trodden path, which is the way we live every day, the way we walk every day. Here's a word, our lifestyle. To take our lifestyle and roll it over onto God. Commit our way to the Lord. Take everything about us, everything that we're facing, even the evildoers, and roll it all over onto God. God says, let me worry about it. Let me worry about it. Commit it to me. Commit your way to me. Let's think about that. It's very the language is so personal. It's sometimes hard to really describe what God, how personal He's trying to be. Let me give you an illustration. Yeah, you ever been in the grocery store, Ralph's or Albertsons, and you see that mother on aisle number whatever? She's got that baby in the little shopping cart, and that baby is screaming nonstop. You ever seen that happen? Maybe it's happened to some of you, right? The little baby that just won't stop screaming in the grocery store. I've seen it a few times, and that's why I don't take babies to grocery stores, you know? You definitely can't go down the chocolate aisle, right? It starts the screaming. And I don't know about you, but when I see those mothers, my heart goes out to them. I feel so bad for them. But a couple of times, I'm bad about this, please don't judge me. I sometimes just follow them and I watch. I'm a people watcher. I want to know what's going to happen. I know what I would do. I would grab the baby, leave the cart, head back to the car, right? Forget about it. I'll go tonight, you know. But so I watch. Mothers have so much more patience than I do. Because there she goes. And I can see, I've seen it sometimes, I can see the blood pressure rising in her. And she's said a few things to the baby, and especially if it's a toddler, you know, she's trying to have a conversation with the child as if to talk some sense into him. And he wants that piece of chocolate he saw 2 aisles ago. But I've noticed that mothers aren't necessarily upset over the child screaming, because that's not even abnormal. He screams at home all the time. What upsets some of them the most is the fact that he's screaming in this supermarket and everybody's looking at me, especially this guy that keeps following me, and her reputation is on the line. What kind of mother am I? Don't I have control of my kids? What the heck's wrong with my children, right? Her reputation is on the line. You know what bothers us as believers? What bothers us is we hold this testimony of being the children of God. And when we feel like the world is prospering and evil is prospering and the church is not, and the church is taking a hit, and even we personally are against the ropes, it's not so much that we're upset that there's evil in the world. We expect that. It's the fact that, what does it say about me? About my reputation? Am I a failure? Is something wrong with me? Now, this is where this phrase in this chapter is really trying to go when it says, commit your way, your lifestyle, the way you live, who you are. You've got to learn to commit all of that over to God. Quit worrying about your reputation. Quit worrying about what history is going to say about you. Quit worrying about what history is going to say about our church. Quit worrying about all those things. Roll it all over onto God and let Him take care of it. Trust God. Final statement is in verse 6. And He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your justice as the noonday. You know what that verse is? That's vindication. That's vindication. But it's in God's time and in God's way, and that's all that matters to God. That's all that matters to God. God will set things right. And I think what He's wanting us to learn in our life is that everything won't be made right now. But even in that, you can find God. I think I can find God more in vindication. God's saying, no. You're going to find me more in grace, in humility, in patience. Or as He likes to say, in trusting Him.